That's not right.
What was this one? I
don't know. What's this colour, bro?
Problem here, I'm in two minds about this because when it comes to certain art forms, there's a creative license that is a bit more risky, and seeing people are getting a bit up in arms about it. I understand, but then on the next side, it's like, you see how comedians, for example, do you not think there's anything comedians can't joke about?
Now, yes.
Now, yeah.
No. Forget about what the world says. You personally, do you think there's any subject that jokes shouldn't be made on?
Not really. Pedophilia. I think they should never make jokes like that.
I think
you get some of the best jokes out of that.
No, but you can make jokes about that. You can make jokes about how.
Bro, they make jokes with that and Michael and the children in the bed all the time.
Exactly.
Oh God damn it! Yeah, you right. Yeah, you right. Oh shit. Yeah, you right.
Oh my
God. Yeah. They get on Michael.
Oh my days, bro. Those are some of the maddest jokes.
Yeah.
No, I think you're right. I think there are certain industries whereby I don't think there is like. Even though the snowflake world has determined that you can't speak about certain things, I think when you think about the reality of the world that we've grown up in before, maybe like now, people, it wasn't about what you could and couldn't joke about, because the things people were joking about were things that people had experienced. And I think people are so closed-minded now that just because someone's because you're in a place where you can't joke about the experience, you get triggered because this person is joking about something that's very, very serious to you.
Yeah.
But fam, this isn't your experience they're chatting about. This is them laughing at them and work through your own stuff.
Right. That theory that you just said right there. Interesting segment. Could we apply that to the Meek Mill bar?
No, because Meek Mill's stupid. Funny.
Wait, what? Nah, you just don't like the guy. Okay, you give him about a hard time.
But I have no opinion of him. Literally, I have no opinion. I just think the bar was dumb.
I'm just saying he was trying to honor my guy in a way, while trying to show his toughness in it. Like, I'm going out with my chopper, fam.
People didn't.
Someone in his team should have told him.
Yeah, exactly.
I bet you the guys in the studio loved it. They loved it.
Well,
oh man, that's hard, man.
You should not just do that today.
Yeah, man.
Just do that.
I'm telling you, this is a hit. You know,
it's a hit, man.
Just do
You
that.
got to say that again. Say that with a bit more oomph this time, man.
You from Philly, yeah?
My accents are so diluted. It's unbelievable.
Oh my
God. I think that's a very valid point as well. Like, it's a bit like when a white person does blackface, you know, and they're famous, and you'd think the people around you should kind of be telling you, like, but the people around you sometimes will say something and you still go against it, or they will hype you up and allow you.
Hold on. Let's go to that. That's interesting. What about if they're dressing up for Halloween? Is it still blackface?
Of course, it's blackface. If you're white and you're
asking, obviously, if they're white. Wait, hold on. They're white guy. Yeah. Think of they like Michael Jordan, for example. Yeah. And they want to. They want to dress up as their idol. They can't really pull this off while not having the tone. So let's spray. But you're not really Michael, then, are you? Because he wasn't. You know,
the jersey, the Jordans. You got the Jordan name on the back.
You got to carry the colour, G. What's that? You go. It's like doing Bob Marley without the locks.
All right, cool. Oh no, it's not. Because you can buy locks.
Don't
buy locks.
You can buy locks, bro. I'm not. Don't buy a color scheme, bro.
Yeah. Like this stretches, like even to like females, there's no point. It gets to the point where it's like, because females buy foundation and sometimes their foundation is not their skin tone.
Yeah.
I'm blackface, but you will allow you because you're laughable. You look funny anyway. Like you actually look dumb. But I think when it comes to a situation where you're like, I'm trying to imitate someone who I respect. For me, I don't know, this is just my perception, but I think if I respect that person, by me doing this, it's not respectful. And your imagination should be good enough that my outfit should be so bomb that you know who I am. I shouldn't have to paint myself unless I'm an avatar or a Smurf.
Exactly. A Mortal Kombat.
I hear you, but I'm just trying to imagine a white bald guy
I feel you.
dressing up as Michael Jordan with the number 23. But if I didn't see the number 23 and I just saw him, white bald guy, I'll be like, who are you meant to be?
Michael Jordan, eh? Just
But before you see the number 23, you'll be like, who are you, bro?
Michael Jordan. I'm Mike. I'm Mike. I'm white. I'm white Mike.
White Mike.
I'm white Mike.
I can't breathe.
Oh my gosh.
Like I said, man. Like I said, it's not by force, man. It's really
Bro,
not.
if you have
by
a
force.
better chance pulling off Michael Jackson, man, you might as well go with that Michael, man. You can't really do Michael Jordan.
Probably not.
I'll just ask him.
Probably not. But if you really wanted to, that's how I'll tell him to go by it, man. Just
Yeah, I think it's a good question though, because I do think that this is probably the fine line that people tread when they decide that they're going to do blackface. They're like, I like this person. How can I make sure people know that I'm this person?
Yeah. Because the footballer did that, innit? I think footballer did that. Griezmann
yeah,
did
you
that.
don't
But
know.
obviously,
Globetrotters.
yeah, I don't think he really realized that would cause offense. So he's all there going to the party. Yeah, everyone knows who I am. Next morning in the papers, he's like, whoa. I spotted it.
In blackface. Like, actually imagine turning up to a party in blackface. Like, imagine
turning up to a party in whiteface. Like, or not that it's a thing,
I
but
I'm not
that it's,
I don't think anyone will care. Do you want to know why? Because it's not. I feel like blackface.
It's got no history to it.
Mockery. It originates from mockery and
fair.
them. I can't remember what they're called. I forget the name of them, but the
door.
Yeah, like the gollywogs.
Yeah, gollywogs.
Them, it originates from all of that, and that's how they used to portray people. Blackface doesn't even come from brown skin tones. It comes from them painting their faces black, and that's where it's like you are perpetuating something here. Because if black people dressed up as white people, they wouldn't throw white paint on them. They'd be buying white foundation, like they'd be getting all the pigments and the tones, and like, do you know what I mean? When it comes to, generally, in my opinion, blackface, it's always to me. It just, the whole thing looks offensive. It's not even like you thought, you know what, let me go and get a sunbed. At least it'll look part natural. Nah, friend, you just come with your pale self and your black. Like, why? Why did you?
No, stop it, man. Someone stop it.
All right, so one question.
Oh gosh, wait.
Do you know?
Sean's got a question.
Well,
Robert Downey Jr. when he played the black man.
In Tropical Thunder.
Yeah,
What do we? Yeah.
Tropical Thunder.
You know what? Yeah. The makeup was so good, yeah, that I didn't know for years. And someone said Robert Downey Jr. played in Tropical. I said, wait, he was the black guy. I said, no, Iron Man. I said, Iron Man. I said, you're lying.
Yeah, I agree. I didn't know. I didn't
know.
No,
I really didn't know. Nah, bro. It's not like his voice was bait as well. Like, if you knew, you knew, but I didn't know, bro.
It was good. And I think
it's
weird because it's one of them ones where it's an argument whereby he wasn't playing a black person. He was playing a white guy who was basically almost mocking the industry and how the industry moved. Now, in my opinion, if you were to do it now, everyone would be barling. But I think the time that it was done, it was very relevant, culturally relevant, so much so that it wasn't black people who were up in arms. If that
okay, I see what you're saying. Timing of things, isn't it?
Yeah.
When we were growing up, it's like people could do anything and say anything, and we just had to deal with it. Now we can't say nothing.
Yeah.
Because everyone gets offended. Like you say, like I think I referred
to nothing
with the wrong pronoun the other day, and they literally tried to rip me off, and I was like, "I'm sorry, I didn't know." Like, you look like a woman, and when I so I would say her. My growing up was that it's rude to call people they and them. So for me, weird. It's very weird, and I'm understanding that you would prefer to be addressed as such, but it's weird for me because I do take that as an offensive thing. Like when I was growing up, my mum used to be like, don't refer to them as them and they. That's rude. Who's that? Like, like, oh, okay. And now you're telling me you want me to call you they and them. And I'm like, oh.
I think there's the adaptation of language doesn't count what has been there before. And I think there's a lot of blurred lines between the different EDI groups. Because I personally, I'll hold my hands up. I feel like there's so much support and focus, even though there's still inequalities, but there's so much focus on LGBTQ.
Mm-hmm.
Still got a race issue that's been here for time that we still have to deal with, that we haven't dealt with. And I feel like LGBT has taken precedence over that.
Yes.
Let's just stop for a minute. Let's just stop for a minute and acknowledge the truth in that one there.
I think you're
dropping sermons on them. Trust me.
Right, the other day, and I said, like, I think that I'm all for people trying to get their rights, but in the fight of giving one group of people rights, we shouldn't be taking away rights from other people in the process. We need to find a way whereby these people get their rights, and we.
Oh, is it me again? It's me.
What? There's no money in that though.
I'm back.
But
I said there's no money in that, you know.
No money in that, fam.
Doesn't allow equality. There has to be one person who's always losing out, and it's us all the time.
All the time. In the way, like, it's just crazy because they're like, we want everyone to be loved and safe, and any equality sort of form. But then by doing that, you kind of create.
This man, trust me.
And then mixed leg day as well.
Mixed leg day dons. Oh my gosh, don't even get me started.
I asked a question. I feel like this is a question that maybe me and Sade both would like to know, based on Sade's just statement just there. Why do a lot of guys miss leg day?
Because
the question is
because
so
I don't think
any
girl has ever gone, oh, you got nice legs, like, oh, your quads. I don't think
nice
shape. Bums, like some glutes, like cool, I hear that, but you get me, men usually get complimented on like abs